10 interesting animals that were frozen in ice. Baby woolly mammoth. A Siberian deer herder discovered a baby woolly mammoth in 2007 and named her Luba. She is believed to have lived almost 48,000 years ago. Luba was found to have clay in her trunk, leading scientists to believe she suffocated on it while getting water. She is believed to have been discovered after her snowy grave thawed out during the spring and her remains washed up on a riverbank. The animal looked more like her distant elephant family relatives with wrinkled, leathery skin, as the hair which would have covered her warmly in life had eroded, leaving just a few tufts. Human. At sea, the Iceman was discovered accidentally by hikers in 1991, together with his clothing and equipment, on the Schnalstal/Valsenolace Valley Glacier and has been the subject of intensive research ever since. At sea is a glacier mummy from the Copper Age, who is thought to have lived between 3400 and 3100 BC and has been preserved down to the present day. He had a total of 61 tattoos plus gallstones, hardened arteries, and other health conditions. Alligator. In January 2019, a blast of deep freezing winter swept over North Carolina, freezing lakes and rivers which caused some animals to freeze in the water. In the Ocean Isle beach, 18 American alligators were found stuck and frozen solid. Their trick to survival was, just when they sensed that the water was going to freeze, they would stick out their noses out of the water to breathe. This process is called a state of brumation, which is like hibernation for reptiles. In any case, if they couldn't stick their nose out, they could survive underwater for almost 24 hours. So, after the ice thawed, the gators went back to their normal ways. Dogs. In March 2019, a pair of Labradors had fallen into an ice-covered lake in Irvington in New York. But thanks to a man named Timofey Yuriev saw the dogs and rushed to save them. He was equipped for a rapid ice rescue thanks to all of the ice-cold water training that his parents had provided him as a kid in Kazakhstan. Timofey jumped into the frozen lake and paddled his way to the dogs, smashing the surface ice sheets. He rescued the dogs in time, and when asked about how he did it without getting frozen himself, he said he used a trick which his grandfather taught him. According to him, a pressure point on the wrist when pressed in the right way sends an electrical signal, like a jolt of energy. This energy helps to swim in the cold water. Horse. Back in February 2019, in the Hamilton Township in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, two 15-year-old horses were seen with their heads sticking up out of the ice on Pine Grove Lake. 90% of their bodies were immersed in the frigid frozen water. The horses, named Wilhelm and Gunther, have broken out of their farm nearby and smashed through the ice, 10 feet deep. A team of rescuers was sent to rescue them using a boat. They cut the path in the ice and secured the horses with ropes and bands and pulled them to safety. The horses were safely rescued. Woolly rhinoceros. Another prehistoric animal uncovered from the ice was a woolly rhinoceros. In 2014, a group of hunters came across frozen animals that looked like reindeer. But upon a closer look, it seemed like a rhino. But since rhinos are hairless and live in hot temperatures, this one was covered in hair. The rhino was named Sasha and was thought to have gone extinct around 10,000 years ago. She was the only woolly rhino ever discovered. Fox. In January 2017, a hunter was completely startled to find this cute fox frozen solid in a giant ice cube in a lake in Germany. The hunter says he thinks the fox drowned and was then frozen solid. Frantz says it's not unusual for animals to break through the frozen surface of the river in winter and says it's a warning to other people not to walk on the ice at this time of the year. He says he's seen a frozen deer and a wild boar before finding the fox. Snapping turtle. Another reptile on the list is the snapping turtle. In January 2018, a massive snapping turtle was discovered alive and well, swimming underneath a frozen lake in Arkansas. The waters here are quite warm and make good homes for the large reptiles, but at that particular time, a sudden drop in the temperature saw the environment quickly take a turn. A group of duck hunters saw the turtle trapped under the ice in an area in Phillips County. One man from the group risked his life and walked across the ice to rescue the 3-foot turtle. They survived underwater through the process of cloacal respiration, which is breathing the backside. This process can help them survive for more than 100